listening to The Master's Plan, doing business God's style. We're your hosts and founders of The Right Decision LLC, Bert and Danielle Wright. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, said the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." Good morning to all our listening audience who are tuned in today. We would like to show our appreciation to all our faithful listeners for tuning in to our show each week. If you are listening today and would like to find out how you can be a blessing to the broadcast, then listen to this broadcast in its entirety, and our announcer will share that information with you. Today is Wellness Wednesdays with Dr. Liz Moore and Karen Thomas, teaching us how to take care of our bodies the way God intended for us to do. The Bible says, "Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospers." Now we welcome Dr. Liz Moore and Karen Thomas.
Good morning, everyone. In case you don't recognize my voice right away, it's not Karen Thomas, it's Dr. Liz here. Karen is working really hard right now. She's a postal worker and she's delivering packages for the Christmas season. So every time you see a postal worker, please be kind to them and let them know how much you appreciate what they do for you. And so she misses being here, and let me tell you something, I miss her on these radio shows because we have a lot of fun together. I've been away for a couple of weeks, so Karen's been handling the fort. I was taking a second honeymoon with my husband and 14 days in the Caribbean. So we were sailing the Caribbean. It was wonderful. So I'm well rested, and I'm happy to be back with you today. Today, folks, hang on with me. We're going to have a great show. I don't know how many of you remember Rich Fisher from South Carolina. He's in our Pursuing Wellness program. He's working with Lee and Susan Adams in Columbia, South Carolina. They're my business partners in the Christian Wellness Initiative. And Rich Fisher has made some amazing progress using the NeoLife GR2 weight loss program. And I'm going to be interviewing him today, and what I want to share with you as we go through the interview is sort of like a compare and contrast with what it's like to have to go through bariatric surgery. Rich really avoided bariatric surgery by using the GR2 nutritional wellness weight loss program, and also good nutritional. He made a lot of nutritional changes in his life. So I'm going to be bringing Rich on now to talk with us about what he's accomplished in the last bunch of months. So folks, I'd like you to welcome Rich Fisher. Rich, are you there with us?
I am.
Great. I am so glad that you're with us. Rich, we're gonna back up a little bit because when we interviewed you, I think it was probably about a couple months ago, your whole life looked completely different. Can you bring our listeners up to date? Can you tell them a little bit about where you were when you first met Lee and Susan, and kind of what your health was like at that time?
Sure. Back in August is when I met Lee and Susan. I was diabetic, and I was on 3 insulin shots a day. Along with that came high blood pressure and high cholesterol, and not doing well at all. My health was declining very rapidly, on my way to beginning to see the effects of diabetes as well in my legs and my arms, and the negative part of the diabetes was starting to become a reality for me.
Rich, can you tell me, how old are you, so our listening audience kind of knows, where you are in your life?
Sure, I'm 48 years old. So
you're a young man.
Thank you.
I get to say that because I'm older than you. So you went to one of Susan Adams' seminars down in Columbia, South Carolina, and what did you learn? What did you come away with that when you did it that day?
Yes, I went to a class she was doing on how to reverse diabetes, and what she was presenting to us was that we can actually reverse the disease by our diet and lifestyle change and putting the right stuff in to get the right results out was what her main line was that caught my attention.
Great. And you know, there was something significant that you and your family did when you got home. Can you share that with our audience, Rich?
Be glad to. My wife and I decided that this was something we wanted to do, and we were in 100%. And we came home and went through our cabinet and took out 90 pounds of food that would have been considered not a healthy diet, and took all of that to our local food bank.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, we won't go there about that.
I know.
But you know what? That was like you did surgery on your kitchen, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
You really did. And something I want to kind of compare and contrast as you and I are talking on the show today is you on one, on a kind of on one perspective, you have avoided gastric bypass surgery, haven't you?
That's exactly right. My previous doctor, his last words to me were either I have the gastric bypass or I don't need to make another appointment for him because I wouldn't be alive to keep the appointment. So that was pretty drastic words.
That was like drawing a line in the sand for you, wasn't it?
It really was.
Yeah. And this is a very significant thing that you're sharing with our audience, because I have to share with you, Rich, that my gastric bypass clients, they're probably one of my most unhealthy groups of people that come into my clinic, because the surgery is devastating. Number one, it causes a lot of post-surgical problems. And I wouldn't say all, but most of my gastric bypass patients have gained all their weight back. And they're back, and although it temporarily solved their diabetic problems, it was not a long-term fix for them. And when you told us in the beginning here that you had diabetes, high cholesterol, and you also had high blood pressure, can you tell our friends out there where you are right now with those three issues based on the fact that you've made these huge lifestyle changes?
It would give me no greater joy. I have dropped 90 pounds since August.
Okay, so that is since August of 2012.
Yes.
Can you give us a start date?
August the 3rd.
Okay, so all right, let me do a little math here. August, month of August, September, right? That's it. I can't even think. September, 4 months. My producer had to do the math for me. Okay. 4 months, 90 pounds. Do you realize that the weight loss that you had is the exact kind of results that people get from bariatric surgery, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, so
or better.
Yeah,
or better.
or I think you've done better. So, all right, so you've had a 90-pound weight loss, but tell me what's happened with these conditions that you had.
Well, the timing of this call is incredible because I just had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and I needed to change doctors because the doctor I was with previously was not supportive and did not want me to get off any of my medications that I was on, and so I took it upon myself to find a new doctor. Mm-hmm. And as of yesterday, I am completely off all of my cholesterol medicine.
Wow.
I am off 2 of my high blood pressure medicines.
Amazing.
And she dropped the 3rd one in half.
Woohoo! Are you doing the happy dance?
I'm sorry?
Are you doing the happy dance?
I can dance now, too.
Guess what? You're no longer a frequent flyer to Rite Aid or Walgreens or CVS, are you?
That's exactly right. My blood pressure yesterday was 108/64.
That's amazing. Rich, I just want to tell my friends that, do you know what the average cost of bariatric surgery is? It's $24,000. Now, you've lost 90 pounds. You've come off almost all of your medications. How much do you think you've spent using the GR2 weight loss products from GNLD?
We actually have averaged out the GR2 program by meal, and it cost us, well, because my wife and I are both doing it, but For me individually, it costs me $4.27 a meal.
A meal, okay.
To use the program.
All right. That's about $8 a day. We're looking at about $250 a month. We're looking at $1,000. Right? And you have no post-surgical problems. You're off as many medications. You're not suffering with a malabsorption syndrome or potential ulcers that bypass the gastric bypass surgery clients are faced with. This has been nothing short of a miracle for you, hasn't it?
Amen. That's exactly right.
That is incredible. Rich, how is your wife doing? We've got a minute. 1 minute.
Okay.
Can you quickly tell me how your wife is doing?
My wife is doing wonderful. She has lost 58 pounds in that same time period.
Wow.
So we are on our way, and we're expecting continued results as we continue the program.
And Rich, you know what? You guys are like the GNLD poster children for our GR2 weight loss program. And I can't wait to interview you next month because, of course, we're going to have to go look for you because you've lost so much weight. And can you send us before and after pictures because we're going to post it up on our Master's Plan Facebook page. I know people would be so encouraged. Tell your wife, great job, and we're going to look forward to talking to you in about another month.
That sounds great, and I'll do that.
All right. Have a blessed Christmas. God bless.
Lord bless you all.
Okay. Bye-bye. Wow, folks. Isn't that unbelievable? What I just want to share with you is Karen Thomas is your contact for this GR2 weight loss program. Please give her a call and to find out more about this, avoid weight loss surgery. I haven't had anybody yet in my clinic that has had great success with it. So I'm going to give you Karen's phone number right now. It's 856-275-1769 and tell her that you want to avoid surgery and lose weight like Rich Fisher. That is such an amazing story, and every time I hear we bring Rich on the show and I talk to him periodically, I talk to Susan about his progress periodically over the months, and it has been nothing short of amazing. He's been very dedicated to this program. He's done a lot of work, and he's been committed, and he's also changed his mind, folks. Changing your mind is a lot about what helps in avoiding obesity and all the problems that come with it. So I've got a couple of workshops coming up that I wanted to let you know. The next one is this Thursday, December 13th. I'm going to be talking about fat, the truth, the lie, and the damage. That's going to be from 7 to 9 p.m. at Aquatrolls. Again, I'll be giving you Karen's phone number to contact her about that. These are wonderful workshops. It's in the format of 45 minutes. I give instruction. We take a little break, and then it's question and answer time. You get to ask me anything you want except for my age. And then the next show that's coming up is December 18th. I'll be doing an introductory training on the gut and psychology syndrome. Come learn about how influential your gut health is to the psychological and physiological health to your body. So, folks, that's what's coming up. Here's Karen's phone number again, 856-275-1769. And folks, until Karen and I see you next week, we're with you. May the Lord keep you and bless you. God bless.
You've been listening to The Master's Plan with your hosts, Bert and Danielle Wright. If you would like more information on how to be a blessing to the broadcast or would like to advertise on The Master's Plan, please send all contributions or requests to The Master's Plan Radio Broadcast, P.O. Box 671, Sicklerville, New Jersey, 08081. You can visit us on the web at www.rightdecision.com. That's www.wrightdecision.com. Or visit us on Facebook. You can also call us after this broadcast at 856-472-4444. That's 856-472-4444. Tune in every Monday through Friday from 9:45 a.m. to 10 a.m. and every Saturday at 9:15 a.m. to 10 a.m. We look forward to doing business God style with you.